Good morning friends, welcome back to Pannika Tutorials. In this video, I want to discuss how to write a C program to find the factorial of a number using recursion. So I request everyone to watch the complete video for better understanding. First let me discuss how the factorial of a number will be represented and how it will be computed. Now a factorial of a number will be represented like this, n and factorial. I hope it is visible for you, or let me write it. Suppose if you want to compute the 3 factorial, you will represent it like this. Now how to compute it? 3 factorial will be computed as 1 into 2 into 3, which is equal to 6. Similarly, if you want to compute the 5 factorial, will be represented like this. How you will compute is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5, which is equal to 120. Okay, because this is 6 into 4 is 24, 24 into 5 is 120. So n factorial will be computed as 1 into 2 into 3 into so on into n. So this is the way we will compute the factorial of a number. I hope you have understood how to compute the factorial of a number. Now let me discuss how to write the C program using recursion. What is a recursive function? A function calls itself is called as a recursive function, and that technique we will call it as recursion. Let me write the program. Hash include stdio.h, which is a standard input output header file. Now whatever the function I will use, which is a user defined function, I need to declare them. The return type we need to specify. Here I want to return a long int. Okay, because a factorial of a number may be out of the range of the integer, so that's why I'm taking a long int. Okay, and the name of the function I'm specifying as fact, and it is taking some integer variable as an input. So this is the declaration of a user defined function called fact, which return type is long int and name of the function is fact, and it is taking in one parameter which is an integer variable, so I'm specifying the data type. Okay, now I need to define the main function, void main. Okay, and what are the variables I need to use? All those variables I need to declare. So let me take int n. Okay, then I need to take the value of n from the user. So enter a positive number or enter a number, because for a negative number we cannot define the factorial of a number. So enter a positive number or enter a number. Scanf percentage d ampersand n. Okay, then printf percentage d. Okay, fact is the name of the function and you are passing the value of n. Okay, and you are writing a get ch and you are closing the main function. Now the main task is that the user defined function definition. Okay, what is the return type should be? The return type should be long int. Okay, are you able to understand it or not? It is a long int and this function is returning a long int, so that's why we need to return percentage ld. Okay, why I am writing percentage ld, let me discuss later. Now this function return type is long int and the name of the function is fact and it is taking some integer value, so I am writing it as n. You can use a different name or you can use the same variable name. Okay, now if n is equal to 0 or logical or n is equal to 1, you need to return the value 1, else return n into fact of n minus 1. Whole one you need to return and close the function called fact. Now let me discuss this program with a simple example. Let me take the n value is equal to some 5. Okay, I want to compute the 5 factorial. Okay, so user has entered the n value is equal to 5. That value you are passing. So It is fact of 5. Okay, so you are going to the function definition because this is the function call. Once it is happened, the control will go to the function definition. Okay, now int of n. So n value will be assigned with a constant called 5. See, this is an actual parameter, this is a formal parameter. Actual parameter and formal parameter can have the same name or different name because this n is a local variable for this function and this n is a local variable for this function. Okay, now look at it. N is equal to 5. Whether this condition is true, check it. N is equal to 0. No, 5 is not equal to 0. N is equal to 1. No, 5 is not equal to 1. So this is a logical OR. If any one of the condition is true, then the entire condition will be true. If both the conditions are false, the entire condition will be false. So as both the conditions are false, the control will go to the else block. Okay, else return n into factorial of n minus 1. Let me write here how the program is executing. Return n into factorial of n minus 1. What is the n value? 5. 5 into fact of n minus 1, which is nothing but 4 minus 5 minus 1, which is equal to 4. So again you are calling the function called fact. So fact function is calling itself, so that's why it is called as a recursive function. Now it is calling a function called fact with a value called 4. So again the control will come here. Now what is the n value now? N value is 4. Okay, so again this condition will be failed. Again it will come here, n into fact of n minus 1. So which is nothing but 4 into fact of 3. So this function is calling itself with a value as 3. Okay, so again the control will come here. Now the n value will be 3. Again this condition is false. The control will come to the else block, which is n into factorial of n minus 1, which is nothing but 3 into fact of 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. So again this function is calling itself with a value called 2. So now the n value will become 2. Again this condition is false. So the control will go to the else block, which is n into fact of n minus 1. So 2 into fact of 1. Is it clear? Are you able to understand it or not? Now this function is calling a function called fact with value 1. So now the n value will be 1 because this function is calling itself. So again the control will come to the function definition and n value it will take. So n value is 1. Okay, so now look at this condition. N is equal to 0. No. N is equal to 1. Yes, condition is true. If any one of the condition is true, because there is a logical OR, then the entire condition will be true. As this condition is true, the control condition will be true and the statement which is there in the if block will be executed. What is the statement which is there? Return 1. So this function will return the value 1. Okay, so as this function is returning a value 1, this is nothing but 2 into 1, which is equal to 2. So fact 2 will return a value called 2. Are you able to understand it or not? Because it is going here. Then once it is computed 2 into 1, it will come here. Okay, now it is returning the value 2. So 3 into 2, which is 6. So this function will return the value called 6. Now 4 into 6, which value is 24. So this function will return the value 24. So the fact 4 is nothing but 24. 24 into 5, which is 120. So this function fact of 5 is computing the value 120. That value you are displaying it. Is it clear? Are you able to understand? Now I want to tell you why I have used the format specifier %LD. Because it is a long int. So this function fact will return a long integer. So that's why I have used the format %LD. Now you can ask me, sir, why you have used the return type as long int instead of int? Because sometimes when you are computing the factorial of a number, the factorial of a number may be out of the range of an integer. So that's why I'm using a long int. Okay. So I hope you have understood this program. If you have any doubts related to this program, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible. Thank you for watching the complete video. Have a nice day.